Dora. Hello. Right, no hands. Right. I looked up some things yesterday, namely where things were. Some of them are in places where I expected them to be. As for that flying little shit down there, this ain't the only place he appears. It's just typical of the game to send me to the worst place to try and find him. Power-ups to those skills. Actually do some damage.
Alright, follow my lead.
Together, we have the strength of
We need to regroup.
Sure, I'll
Just
do that.
do what you think best.
Loud and clear!
This is becoming nature.
Oi. I'm looking away from the screen. Where? It's one monster. Why is it so hard to find? Swans after. Probably the most annoying thing ever. Turrets.
Ah, nighttime. I do love a bit of peace and quiet.
I want to rest now.
Stay alert, everyone.
Don't play around with them.
Spinning wheel!
All that trouble just to find him. Right. Wrong button.
More power for our cause.
Can't do that one yet. Xenoblade 15 times. That should be easy. Cascade Crabble. Serene Springside.
Take the initiative.
Indeed. Let us band together.
I'll deal with it.
We meant them no harm. Until now.
Snow blast.
What do I have to do again? I forgot one. Xenoblade. What the heck is Xenoblade? Really? poop is Xenoblade. Do. I genuinely have no idea what the hell it's talking about. Xenoblade. Torna. Stupid special move, is it? It's previous life. Nation, Torna, women, names, everything. Abilities, level 2, Xenoblade. Okay, I know exactly what I want now. Mildly annoying, but doable. Let's kill that second crabble, shall we?
Take the initiative.
Ready for some more killer combos?
No blast. Yes, this should do nicely.
I
shouldn't need more than this.
I will. Just leave it till I'm actually in Torna proper. Story for now.
Pleasant stroll.
Right. Where shall we head to next? Oh no.
Here too. Gormot's an attractive target, but this... Whoever did this clearly had no compassion or respect for the people they killed.
Well, whether it was Malos or someone else, either way. Clearly, they're all toast.
Mithra.
Laura.
It's okay. Mother could have run away somewhere safe.
So many extra green barrels everywhere.
Nature makes a fine ally. Nature makes a fine ally.
Something's buried down here.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Very nice.
Nature makes a fine ally. Nature makes a fine ally.
Look, fresh graves over here.
This kind soul must have dug them all.
What's wrong?
Should we maybe bury him too?
Huh? Yes, let's.
This... I made this flower myself. She kept all this time.
Thank you, Jin. I'm alright now, really. Are you sure? If you're trying to put on a brave face, then... It's fine. It's fine. Hey guys, do you think we could go back to the village again? Did you notice something? No, nothing like that. I was just thinking maybe we could bring back something to offer to the rest of the graves beside Mother's. They were all burned to ashes. Is there really any point? Really, we didn't find anything last time. Alright, we can all look together. It helps give you closure.
Something's buried down here.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Nick.
I'm
Nature.
Surround them.
Ardanian troops? Imperial Guard?
Thieving scum. Don't think you're gonna get away with your dirty deeds.
What? No! We just...
Problem, Captain?
Lady Bridget. They're brigands. Same ones who attacked the village, perhaps.
Drivers and blades. Mercenaries?
So that's Bridget.
Captain, I shall deal with these individuals. Emperor Hugo must be briefed.
Yes, ma'am. You lot, stay here and assist the Lady Bridget.
Son!
Heads up, people!
Never
With focus and discipline, this should be no problem. Don't you know who I am?
Stop! Don't break!
Don't you know who I
Their power may be near. I need to wrap this up before Lord Hugo arrives.
is a pretty cheap trick. Keep going like that, you'll get a reputation.
Cheap, you say? Don't be absurd. It's called tactics, look it up. But perhaps that's something a simpleton like yourself could never hope to comprehend!
A simpleton?
Your attacks scream it. Clumsy, heavy, no refinement.
I was gonna go easy on you, but now you have pissed me off!
Mithra! Stop! We've got children here!
What was that? If that had actually hit me,
Oh, didn't like that, did you? I can see it on your face. Well, on that note...
Mithra!
Hayes!
Understood.
What? How? Is this... you? What the hell? She's our enemy!
Adam plainly ordered you to stop. Or didn't you hear him, simpleton?
how extraordinary. I'd heard of a blade with the power to restrain others, but I never thought... And did she say Adam? It can't be.
All of you, lay down your arms. There is no need for this.
Hello?
It's good to see you again, Prince Adam. Please forgive the actions of my guards.
Don't you worry about it. I am just glad to see you well, Your Imperial Majesty.
Imperial Majesty?
May I introduce? The Emperor of Mor-Ardain, Hugo Ardenach.
The Ardanian Emperor? What's someone of his station doing out here?
You know, our stations are fairly similar.
Not that you'd ever know.
Thanks, I try.
I've come for the Aegis. Its actions have been felt in Mor-Ardain as well. We're currently chasing it down.
The same as us, then. But coming here yourself.
My brother is ruling in my absence.
I see. And so you brought Brigid and Aegeon.
Huh?
Those two are the crown jewels of the Ardanian forces. Wielding them on the front lines is the duty of he who has the throne.
Indeed. That ought to have been my older brother.
But he didn't have the potential to become a driver. And now, here you are, bonded with both of them.
The Special Inquisitor is under my brother's direct command.
Oh.
Should I fall in battle, he has his orders to retrieve the core crystals.
That sounds cold.
That's how it goes with matters of state.
And yet, it works out well for me. I have always wanted to put myself on the line for our people. And I never enjoyed wielding authority in the first place.
I feel the same way. I don't get why anyone would want to sit on a throne.
Yes, that. If Prince Zetar knew, there would be consequences.
Let's pretend you didn't hear me say that.
You two will never see eye to eye. Better to leave well enough alone.
Ruling is, frankly, it's a scary thought. Just imagine becoming someone you don't recognize. Never knowing who's looking back at you in the mirror.
Prince Adam, I'd be happy if you called me Hugo, like old times.
I will, dear Hugo, but only if you call me Adam in return. Well, it would be beneficial to share our findings, but perhaps elsewhere might be better?
How about your Majesty's flagship?
Indeed.
Flagship.
Is something the matter, Lady Laura?
I'm just not very good in that kind of stuffy environment.
Well, you're not alone there. That's the worst.
Right? I think I'll sit this particular venture out.
Yeah, I'm out too.
Oh, no, you don't.
Wait a minute. Is that her?
Yes, this is Mithra, one of the Aegises. Your account would be valuable as well, Laura.
Everything I've seen or heard, Jin will know as well.
Yes, that's true.
Please? Would you go instead of me, please?
Of course. I will do as you wish.
Thank you kindly. Well then, shall we?
Well then, my friends, shall we make a move? Your Majesty, this may not be my position to say, but would it not be wise to first investigate the location we spoke of? Ah, yes, you do raise a valid point. Hagon, please consider His Majesty's feelings. He wishes for quality time to spend with his dear friend, Prince Adam. I'm honored that you value me so highly. But I think this is a decision best left to Hugo. What do you say? Would that be getting in the way of your mission? No, not in the slightest. In fact, I believe you are just as much involved in this whole affair as us. What with your travelling alongside the Aegis, that much is clear. So, this mission of yours has something to do with Malus? Exactly so. Aegon, would you? Of course. By official decree, allow me to formally disclose to you the nature of our mission. On the surface, we have travelled here to work on diffusing diplomatic tensions between the Empire and Korea. But at the same time, there is another matter we are investigating. And that, I presume, is Malus. So what are you going to do? Take him down? Capture him? At the present time, neither. It is His Majesty's wish to ascertain the intent of this Malus, and indeed anyone who wishes our empire harm. Then I assume new intelligence has come to light? The fourth decade reported in just as you were on your way to Torgoth. They had discovered an area of land that had been scorched black by some colossal power. I don't think Adam's going to want to ignore that one. You read my mind. Hugo, as much as I'd enjoy reminiscing out on the Cloud Sea, I'd quite like to enjoy some more of the scenery first. Of course. If you like, we can take a side trip before we return to the ship. Laura, is that wise? Is this wise? I still want to decorate the graves, so I'll wait for you in the village. Everything will be fine. Hayes is with me after all. That's right. Please take as much time as you need. Alright. Maybe it's for the best that she doesn't get to see the extent of Malice's devastation. So, you say the 4th decade found traces of Malice's destruction, and that would be where? It would appear to be at Valafum Hill, heading inland from Ordia Great Plains. But I'm afraid I've received no further information. We have no recourse but to go and examine the area ourselves. From here, it's probably even closer than the harbour. Indeed. Then that is where we must go. Perhaps you can entertain us with tales of your adventures as we make our way, Adam.
In troubled times, we help each other.
And I still have everyone in the party. Look at all those new quests.
What a pleasant stroll.
Right. Where shall we head?
Oh hi, your group's grown since last time, right? I guess that means you can do some pretty cool blade combos when your friends make combo requests, huh? Did you know blade combos happen when you chain specials together in the right way? You can have up to 3 levels of course. The more you chain, the more powerful they'll be. To keep a blade combo going, you'll need to chain the right level moves together with the right timing and stuff. That's where combo request comes in. After using a special, accept a combo request and watch the magic happen. Well, that's blade combos in a nutshell. Wish I could accept some combo requests, but I suppose you need friends for that. Name's Krogane the Blade. My driver looks like an ungrown furball, but he's really a seasoned merc, a real hard nut. Thing is, I think he's gone in over his head this time. This job's too much for him to handle. So we've been looking around for drivers with a good track record who'd be able to join him. I can tell just by looking that you folks aren't some lousy Sunday drivers. You must have seen real combat. Interested? But first I want to see how you measure up in a fight. As for the rules, let's have you pull off a second stage blade combo. Say about 5 times. Doesn't matter which elements you use, just do any special and then any other one that's level 2 or above 5 times. And obviously, since you can rely on your allies for linking up the specials, you might want to try to mix it up. The place, time and targets are up to you. I just want to know if your blade combos are up to scratch. I may look like a meathead, but I know my ether. I can feel someone of your power level pull off a special wherever you are. Anyway, I've talked long enough. Hope you got what it takes.
I would be no leader if I turned down an opportunity like this.
Meh. Dudan's sinking into doldrums. If not delivered quickly, partner sure to flip lid. Meh. Travelers, please listen to Dudan's woes. Dudan is salvager by trade, as friend C isn't my livelihood. Dudan been diving off Lashcombe Cove with wood cylinders in order to find specific treasure. But all Dudan find is useless collectibles, valueless scrap, more worth to throw away than keep. Probably fault of wood cylinders, not really built to last. I've heard salvagers in Moradin use shiny silver cylinders or some such. Dudan not having the luxury to use such high-tech equipment, but want to change that. It may be asking too much, but God Dudan trouble travellers for helping. Would need friends to collect apple lamps and alloy sheeting. Then Dudan can dive deep into Cloud Sea with silver cylinder on back and glide to treasures like sneaky Serprond. If friends do this, we'll give all of leftover useless, very, very precious bat hinges as reward. Dudan counting on you.
We'd be more than happy to assist.
Did I ever bring that already? Yes, it's all here. Plenty enough. Apple lamps and alloy sheeting. Now Dudan applies self to making of silver cylinder. Will not be a moment. Is all finished. Dudan, in fact, rather skilled at handiwork, so was not tough job. Now is big moment of truth. Time to take special Dudan style silver cylinder for dip. Friends watch and learn. Spectacular treasure is waiting for discovery. Here Dudan go! Meh. Should be spectacular treasure alright, but Dudan found and followed by big bad monster on way back. Sorry friends, could dispose of Tacitus Urchon for Dudan. There's maybe no other way to open treasure otherwise. Thankings in advance.
I think we've been spotted. It bounced!
Spirited indeed.
Spinning wheel!
I feel you.
Oh, God!
The suspense is killing me.
At long last, Dudan finally get paws on Gravitonic Clutch. Now to take to partner and finish off project. If get hold of certain thing in great number, Dudan can say goodbye to life slaving under Cloud Sea. Dudan return to Torna now. Greatest of thanking to friends. Dudan leave collectibles here as a reward, like promised. Hope will come in handy.
Thank you.
Good enough for you?
So hurty. Dudan was careless. Should not have gone walkies with weapons stored away in luggage. Very bad idea. Dudan forget that if weapon not always handy, reaction to sudden danger become very difficult. Friends should be careful too. You never know where enemies might lurk. Thanks to terrible mistake, Dudan failed to go meet partner again. And it's very, very depressing. Hello, Jin. You just hit level 5.
I feel my half the battle is living to fight another day.
How far away are you from there? progress from there, but whatever. Okie doke. Level 2 blade compose. There.
A pleasant stroll.
Right. Where shall we head to next?
Looks like you got your hands full too, Hugo. I hadn't expected you to be pursuing the Aegis independently. We will not allow him to escape our grasp. When it comes to battle, then better to face the Aegis with the sturdiest of blades, like Bridget and Aegon. Yes, you're right. First we must head to the location that we gleaned from the 4th Decade's intelligence. Perhaps something there will reveal the forward path. If the Aegis does bar our way, would you assist us in battle, Adam? Believe me, that's always been my intention. My only fear is that we just don't have the capability to stand up to him yet. Well, you better work out where to get some of that capability and fast. The Aegis seems quite commanding, doesn't she? Tell me about it. Okay.
These guys should be no problem.
Your safety is my charge.
Spinning wheel! Look out!
My senses are heightened. You're right over there. Let's switch.
You're doing well.
Snow blast. Star slash.
How about this?
Points and blade. Really the enemy.
That's the way to do it.
Shield stroke. Zero blade. Someone else. You're wide open.
Take this.
Snow blast. You missed. You may have turned the tide.
Best of luck.
Star slash.
Photon edge.
She had so much to live for.
I'll give you a hand. Whirling dragon.
All right, follow my lead.
Together, we
Top of thorns. Spinning wheel. Wildfire snap. Now we're getting into the rhythm.
Shape. We'll do what must be done. Got it.
Take this.
Okay.
Photon edge.
Zero blade.
Ray of touch.
Got it. Snow blast.
Best of luck.
Magnifier. I'll give you a hand.
Going up, aren't you? fast do I think you are? Oh, that's
Looks like you're
annoying.
getting the hang of me.
All right, follow my lead.
This is just the way I did it. Yeah. Yeah.
Spinning wheel!
I feel
Yeah, we got
wide open. Star slap. I stand. We'll do what must be done. Breaking way. Just close. Look at the vision.
And ready.
Snowblade. Alone. Hero blade. Super.
Terminal flash. Take this.
For my lead.
Your Majesty, I congratulate you on your rousing success.
If I have succeeded, it is only because I fight shoulder to shoulder with the greatest heroes I have ever known.
Your Majesty, don't overdo it.
Did you?
I feel round.
You read my mind.
Ready to let's
So
Just look.
Okay.
Star slap. Your hero blade. We'll see what must be done. Wide open. Ready to go. Endure my stand. Got it. Put it out.
best of luck.
Star slap. Gun shot. You're wide open. Give him enough. I want to use it for good. Hero blade. My preparation.
Don't be so reckless.
I'm not ready. Get out. Say what? My living one. Stop. Break. Gun sword. I'm ready. Star slap. We'll do what must be done. Hero blade. I'm not ready. Got it. You're white open.
That's the brain coaching done. Seven of them done as well, which is neat. Yeah, she ain't going up at all, is she? Ooh.
I can still improve. I have to.
What an incredible feeling.
All credit to my siblings in arms.
Don't exactly think Hayes is the best one to fight with though. Whatever.
Well, shall we continue?
Excellent work. I can tell you performed the 5 blade combos I asked for. I'll put the good news to Roly-Poly, my driver. I have to hand it to you. You passed the preliminary test with flying colours. Oh, didn't I tell you? This is a 2-step process. The real test starts now. Considering your skills, I'd say you're ready to move straight into the next step. I'll be right here, so come and talk to me whenever you're ready and we'll continue. Good luck to you all.
Mission accomplished then.
I knew you'd be back. Can't resist a challenge, right? Like I said, I need to make sure my driver has capable allies to escort him on this dangerous mission. So I'll have to ask you to do something a little trickier than last time. Here's what I want you to do. Basically, it's the same drill as before, but now I need you to do 5 of your finest 3-stage blade combos. Like I said before, a blade combo is a string of specials, and the 3rd stage is not that different from the 2nd. For the 3 stages, you'll need to use a special that's at least level 1, 2, and 3 respectively. That's the basic principle. And since you cleared my first trial, let me tell you about critical routes while you're here. A critical route is what we call a special blade combo that follows a particular elemental sequence. The one I know is fire, fire, then light. Do that one and you'll deal much more damage than just a normal combo. But there are plenty of other critical routes to discover. I'm hoping you'll take this chance to experiment a little. Don't worry though. Critical routes aren't really part of today's test, so I won't grade you on that. Basically, I don't really mind what blade combos you pull off, as long as you can reach the 3rd stage. As before, you can pick the place, time and target. My ether abilities let me track your movement, so there's no trouble in that regard. Looking forward to the results.
We shall handle it.
Nothing else, these ones are easy.
Pleasant stroll.
Right. Where shall we head to next?
Nothing new there.
Change of pace.
Alright, remind me why we're here again?
Yeah. Just doing a quick look around.
It's a nice change of pace.
Alright, remind me why we're here again?
I've come up with a new special move. It's called the Elba Burning Slash. What? No, not elbow. Elba. You're not burning trash, burning slash, like with a sword. Just forget it. By the way, did you know you can chain up specials if you have allies? Amazing. There are certain chains of elements and whatnot that work especially well. I've no idea about those chains myself, but one day I'll be the greatest combo master Gormot's ever seen.
Change of pace.
I'm so glad there's no penalty to doing this.
All right, follow my lead. Remain vigilant in your surroundings. Spinning wheel!
I'm sure now we'll fight better.
So shall it be. I love the way this is going.
We can do this.
That's the way to do it. Spinning wheel!
The wheels arrive. We are ready to excel.
Now that's more like it.
Wings arrive.
You're wide open.
I'm shocked. Get ready. Here comes the fury.
Hey, Papa. Third stage. Awesome. The enemy looks to be afraid. I can do it. You're wide open. Let's switch.
How about this?
Yes, just whenever you're ready.
Cannot continue.
Star Slash. Say the word. Got it. Ready to go. On your mark. Chill stroke. Get out of here. No blast. Zero blade. Awesome.
All right, follow my lead.
Suppose I better get my act together.
Spinning wheel!
I'm sure now we'll fight better.
You read my mind. Again. Again.
My
I'll
preparation.
show you something good. Dream team confirmed. I can feel your power up here.
Let me magnify that for you.
Doing well. Got it. You saved me. Should do Leslie. Star Slash. Dodge this.
I'll give you some Adam.
I hope
Get
so.
them
Right.
straight.
You're wide open. No blast. My preparation. Zero blade. Midnight Mist. Just another one. Chill stroke. Star Slash.
Don't be so reckless.
I'm not ready and willing. Hey.
I'm ready. Tell me what you're feeling.
All right, follow my lead. Stay focused and we can pull this off.
My friends.
Spinning wheel!
I'm feeling confident in our victory.
Yes! Again!
My doubts.
Open thorns! Break!
I'm feeling confident in our victory. I'll show you something good.
Take this!
Wide open. No blast. Are you ready?
Let me magnify that for you.
Midnight. This should do nicely. Star Slash.
I'll give you a hint.
Dodge this. Dodge shit. You see it. Chill stroke.
Take this!
Snow blast.
Stay perfect sync!
Wheeling the enemy. Zero. Blade. Super.
Take this!
Rain of
Dodge this. Open wide.
Let me magnify that. I'll give you a hint!
I wish the battle could have been avoided.
Well, that wasn't anything to write home about.
Well, shall we continue?
Great. Another problem solved.
Nice change of pace.
All right, remind me why we're here.
I fight for my friends.
What an incredible feeling.
I believe I've gained a little skill.
Oops, how long was I muted? Ugh. My fault for not paying attention. God damn it. Now I use this to startle those soldiers at the dock and knock them flat. Huh? How long have you been there? Oh, you want to know exactly how to knock your enemies flat? It's easier. It's easy. Just startle them with a firebuster, then swipe their legs from under them. Works a charm. Eh? You don't have a firebuster? Well, I don't know then. Use an art or ether power or something? Anyway, just startle the enemy and throw them off balance, then knock them over. That's all you need to do.
Well, shall we continue?
This is becoming addictive.
Green gold. my purple. Tell me, you finally found the uninhabited Titan. That's right, made it there without a scratch. The map, the bard songs, the Order's legends, it was all true. Bah, I wish you could have had some of that fun after you bonded with me. No fair. Of course, back then I had no idea that I'd be the driver of an Aegis someday. Not a clue. And I also had no idea that I'd end up with a blade who was so hungry for experience. I mean, I prefer it when you have something interesting to say. I choose to take that as a compliment. Well, sure, it was hardly boring discovering the legendary uninhabited Titan. The natives gave us a fine chase. Natives? I thought you said it was uninhabited. Well, to be precise, we didn't meet any humans there. Just some monsters of the arachno and toll and the skeeter variety. Cool. And they were pretty huge specimens too. We must have looked like extra tempting appetizers to them. There were really quite a lot of them. We were lucky to get off the Titan in one piece. A fine recompose for an adventurous heart. So, your plan to build a holiday villa there came to nothing. It's more than a little tragic. Well, I mean, that wasn't the primary aim. Perhaps I didn't get a material reward, but I certainly got a spiritual reward. Things didn't work out quite so well for my playmates, though. How so? It was a kind of paradise for insects, but I heard later that it was laid to waste by someone or other. The ways of humans are often cruel. What's done is done. It was a time of war, and they had to find a place for some refugees. But the monsters couldn't have grasped that. They probably just saw arrogant humans wrecking their home. The telling of it falls hard upon my ears. Your Majesty, forgive my interruption, but this appears to be the location mentioned in the report. So we're here already. The journey passed as the blinking of an eye, thanks to Adam's enchanting tales. If your servant's humble accounting was able to relieve your imperial tedium, truly the most blessed of men am I. Oh, I do wish you'd cut it out, Adam. I'm not your better, and you should know it. I wouldn't be so sure of that, Hugo, old friend. Now then, Mithra, I'd like to get your opinion on this, as the Aegis. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this isn't Malice's handiwork. How did you come to that conclusion, Mithra? Malice's attacks would have melted the earth and turned it into glass. But whatever did this only scorched the grass. It can't have been such a high temperature. It's a very wise deduction. We're lucky to have you for an ally. I offer my apologies to you all for leading you to this disappointing conclusion. Nay, Aegon, we could not have known without further investigation. With each possibility we discard, we move all the closer to our goal. Everyone, look there. It's a big one. Indeed, we cannot let it run riot. Just think of the damage it could do if it got to Lashcombe Cove or a settlement. Everyone, get to it.
I think we've been spotted.
Halt the storm! I'm feeling confident in our victory. Spinning wheel!
We're doing well.
A fire-spewing monster. It's a good thing we had Aegon on hand. Perhaps it's bold of me to say, but I've dealt with worse. Well, it seems safe to assume that this was the cause of the burn marks. I would never have dreamed that such a foul fiend could have lain in wait so close to Torgoth. Maybe it was driven out of its original home in a territorial dispute. I've heard that happens from time to time. Yeah, maybe. Or more likely some human stole or smashed its home up. We call them monsters, but to them we're the monsters. Indeed, it must be thus. The day shall dawn where man's exploitation of the Titans will bring us all to ruin. Perhaps that dawn is already upon us.
Interesting thing you've got there.
Malice enough.
It's all right. Indal's most sacred treasure, the Aegis. It is said to be the embodiment of the Architect's light, the divine revelations our founder Maldonare received.
Really? Then... that's what I will be called too. After all, I am born of divinity, not just some reflection.
You believe yourself so strong?
Don't you?
Your situation doesn't look good. Boltrick is not going to let it go. And you can't hide behind the Praetor forever.
That has nothing to do with you.
If that were true, you wouldn't be here. Here.
What is this place?
It's a very tasty secret. Formerly known only to the Praetor and me. The essence of our Judician forebears, originally salvaged from the bottom of the Cloud Sea. Some of it may hail from the fabled land of Moritha.
Moritha?
Look. This here display is a diagram of what human cells are made of. And then this one here is a blades.
Astonishingly alike.
Of course. After all, they are descended from humans too. That in and of itself isn't too shocking. But this...
it's the same, isn't it?
Just wait.
That's a core crystal.
Exactly. A blade's core crystal contains information not only pertaining to humans. It also records schematics describing all manner of animal tissues.
You're saying blades contain detailed information of all living creatures?
Not just that. Have a look at this undeveloped part. That is from a Titan. It suggests that this particular piece may one day develop into a Titan. Isn't it mind-boggling? A message from the architect, no doubt.
From the architect?
Indeed. This is just what you were after. I wish to investigate this and learn more of what the architect has in store for this world. And perhaps claim this knowledge for our own.
Including the Praetor?
Perhaps. Isn't this in line with your own goals? Well then, I may as well help out.
I believe that concludes my mission. Shall we head to the flagship? Fine by me. It's a good place for us to exchange information. It's currently moored at Lashcombe Cove. And to Lashcombe Cove we go.
Give me a shout next time something happens. Change of pace.
All right, remind me why we're here again?
Thanks, Bill, just to be sure.
Hey.
Right.
Jin, worried about being away from Laura? Of course I am. Perhaps I bear some responsibility in this matter. No, it's not that. I just... Pretty unusual for you to get rattled, Jin. I understand your feelings, Jin. Well, you needn't worry. At any rate, we should probably get ourselves over to the flagship as soon as possible. And when we finish sharing information, we can make our way back to Torgoth. Sounds good. I feel like we should take care of this pronto, for Jin's sake. You're only saying that because you can't stand dealing with this stiffness? Zip it, Milton. Turbines technically that works, but whatever.
A pleasant stroll.
Right. Where shall we head to?
Right. So it was the Sion forces that ravaged this area.
Yes. Many troops remained here with no orders after Malos sank their homeland. We're doing our best to disarm them, but... well, you've seen the village. Sadly, it's happened more than once.
The powers that be bicker among themselves, ignoring the larger danger.
And right now, that is the one thing we cannot afford.
I will go take a look.
Incidentally, how has Torna been faring?
I'd like to tell you that the people bask in the peace of His Majesty's rule. but I'm afraid that would be a lie.
Same as everywhere else, then, yes?
Torna has not escaped Malos's rampage unscathed.
If that is so, allow me to offer you the Imperial Army's assistance in this time of...
Don't worry about it. This is exactly the reason why Indol entrusted her to me.
Ah, so you came. The future king of Torna. I'm glad I thought to send a messenger.
King, don't joke about it. Rumors like that could cause trouble at home.
I am merely a quester. I hold no such influence.
I quested today, but tomorrow?
The core's color is different. And she's a woman, too. Quite lovely indeed. Malos was all brawn and brutish strength.
You worried?
No, quite the contrary. Everybody knows a blade's appearance bears no relation to their power. You could be the heroine of our resistance.
No, I won't be anyone's anything.
That's fine now. I have only one thing to ask of you. To rectify the mistake I made and erase Malos from the face of the world.
So that's why the returning hero, pacifier of the Borderlands, was really just...
Never before has a blade broken free and rampaged like this. I can see why Indol would prefer to keep it quiet. They're even routing support to the militia through Argentum for deniability.
And then towards you.
I'm just some princeling. Me.
Surely, if you defeat Malos, your cover will be blown.
If indeed. But we're not in it for the glory, are we? When we're done, I'll just plow my fields in peace.
Your Majesty, some of our troops have returned to base, but...
Is something wrong?
They're all reporting something strange. A marauding group of routed mercenaries, trying to avoid any attention.
Just remnants, hmm? That is strange. There's not much around here for them, in the way of paid work or opportunities for looting.
As your Majesty commanded, our men did not engage. We confirmed their bearing, then withdrew.
And? Where were they going?
The village outskirts.
But why there? There's nothing but graveyards.
What the?
Oh no.
I am bad.
At first, I thought to take it. But I'd made it for her, and I'd like her to keep it forever.
So, the bitch is dead, is she? Shame. I had a soft spot for her. Ha! Guess you learned how to use a weapon at least. Big change from a tiny kid trying not to piss herself in fear.
You're... No! God!
You remember me? How touching.
A face that ugly, I couldn't forget. Trust me, I tried.
Harsh.
What do you want? Not that I can't imagine.
I'm here to take back what's mine, kid. But before that, I'll take a bit of time to express my gratitude to you. It ain't gonna be pretty or quick. Then I'll make that blade watch as I cut you into little sticky chunks, just to make sure the last thing he feels is complete despair.
I'll hold them up. You get to the others quickly.
No use. Hayes, he knew about you. He brought no blades, just more mercs.
Exactly. Don't worry. I'm gonna treat you real good before I get to the cutting. Well, you're not that tough. I step aside for the monster.
Come on! Not working.
The insulator.
You shall not. You shall not.
Such agility. Think you can run? Girly. You're starting to piss me off. Oi! Surround them so they don't get away!
My lady, you have to go.
It's all right. He's here.
You bastard! No! Ah! Ah! No!
We're hurtful! The cross!
What's next, then? Right leg? Or the left? Or how about...
Enough! That's enough, Jim. Just leave him. For my sake.
So you let him go? Even without his arms, he may cause you more trouble one day.
I didn't want to end it here. He might deserve it, but he did take care of my mother, so... Let's go back. I suppose I can bring myself to step foot on this flagship after all.
Ah! My arms! My arms! Bastards! I'm gonna kill them! Every last one of them! Ah! Huh? The hell are you? Stop it!
Okie doke.
Whoosh! Well, shall we continue?
Try that anything new with there.
It's a nice change of pace.
Alright, remind me why we're here again?
Well, here we are. Welcome aboard, my honoured guests. It's funny, I was expecting it to be all glitzy and glamour, halls of gold, diamond chandeliers and all that. But there's nothing like that here. I'd like this much better. It all depends on the country. Some of the nobility like to travel in style, and believe me, they don't go halfway. More Ardain, on the other hand, is a military state. They take a more pragmatic approach. Just as their emperor must be a masterful driver, so must their diplomatic vessels be armed for war. That is the Ardanian way. So long as its mission is not a covert one, every flagship under our command must be a throne I may ascend. And if the leader is the first to fall, what then? Jin! It's alright, Laura. It makes a valid point. That is precisely why Aegon and Bridget, the jewels of the Empire, have been bestowed upon me. Your Majesty. We will do everything in our power to protect you, Your Majesty, even at the cost of our lives. I am blessed to have such loyal companions. Your Majesty, we have urgent news. His Majesty is currently entertaining guests. I would entreat you not to incur his displeasure. My humble apologies, Your Majesty. It's all right. I trust this is news of special importance. Please give us your tidings. Of course, Your Majesty. As you know, we applied stricter regulations to our scout patrols in light of the recent tragedy at Torgoth. Well, one of our patrols happened upon a young Gonwati near the camp at Seek Fell, but they lost track of him. So, you think he might be a survivor? We believe so. We can send out further patrols immediately if His Majesty assents. I see. I'm sorry that we had to keep you waiting. Please go ahead. Yes, Your Majesty. I would like for our country to shelter as many refugees as falls within our means. I do hope he can be found quickly. Wait, we should go with them. What for? Their army's not exactly short-staffed. He's just a kid. He'll be scared, witless of the soldiers. Of course he's going to run away. Nora's got a point. Very well, let's head out. We would do well to make haste before he strays any further afield. Thanks, guys. You're such a bunch of do-gooders. It's gonna land us in trouble someday.
I see there's work to do.
Can I go on the ship now? Talk to the people? Yes, I can. are certain items that have particular special effects. They're known as precious items. Though they can be special in different ways, some are just extra powerful, others have effects that last forever. What really ties them together is that they're not easy to come by. You won't find them in ordinary shops. Only people with special knowledge such as Lord Adam or Emperor Hugo have the ability to craft them. Lost my comrades in the midst of battle when I least expected. If that happens to you, get to your down friend and lend him a hand. Keep the spirit to corpse high and you shouldn't have any problems keeping your party members standing. And if your team's lost the will to fight, sorry to say, but there's not much hope for you. And remember, a revived ally won't be back at full strength, so don't forget to lend them a hand. Just a couple of hints to keep you going. Take care of your friends and they'll take care of you.
You're coming with me,
There's
treasure.
a clear structure to this lock.
Slow and...
Despair not. Onward!
Lousy, no good keen eye.
I'll have to show this off for Lady Laura.
And I can't make that yet, can I? Hey.
You're coming with me, treasure.
If the worst were to happen, my duty is to return Bridget and Aegon's core crystals to Mor Ardain. Of course, I hope that's never necessary. I am Viant Harrison, Special Envoy from Mor Ardain. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. To commemorate this auspicious meeting, allow me to inform you of something. Did you know that all driver weapons are furnished with elements? For example, weapons with the fire element are effective against monsters of the water element. Also, blades have a fixed element that represents their power. For example, take the crown jewels of Mor Ardain. The Lady Bridget is fire, and Aegon is water. Matching your weapon and blade elements to counter the monster's element is key to clinching victory.
The suspense is killing me.
killing me.
Right. War with the Koreans. Raised by Malus. I hope Moradin can make it through. But I worry what would happen if we couldn't maintain our strength. We're supposed to be His Majesty's vanguard. In the face of this kind of threat, we ought to be looking for some fresh energy to bolster our defence. Where did you guys spring from? What? Why do we need to bolster our defence, you say? Surely that's obvious. One only has two choices in life. Success through strength, or weeping in weakness. Well, that's in the world the way it is right now, at least. So if there's something I can do to make His Majesty a little stronger, what I mean to say is, I want to be a strong and effective soldier for the good of my homeland. And even if we're up against an opponent like Malus, I still want to do what I can. That's right, I could probably learn a thing or two from you guys. You look like you can handle yourselves. Maybe you'll do me the honour of giving me a bout. But don't hold back. No need to sugarcoat it. Just come at me like it's the real thing. It's the sort of mindset that we'll need if we're going to have a hope of standing up to the Aegis. I'm known as the best shot in the whole of the Imperial Army. Underestimate me at your peril. Here I come.
In troubled times, we help each other.
Uh-oh. I think we've been spotted.
I'm sure now we'll fight better.
You read my mind.
How about Gale?
Okay, you're even stronger than you look. Such incredible power. I'm the best sniper in the Imperial Army, but you made light work of me, and you've shown us all up. It's not just your physical strength either. It's the way you fight as driver and blade. That's incredible synergy. I get the feeling your true strength lies in the connection that you have. You've shown me the way. From now on I won't see myself as a lone wolf anymore, but as part of a larger whole. I'll think of my friends and all the Ardanian people, and all the future generations. I'll make my goal in life to be someone who is loved and respected by my people. This battle has taught me what I really ought to be aiming for in life. I hardly have the words to thank you.
I am honored.
One less problem in the world.
You're not fighting specialised roles, surely? Like, one's a defender, one's attacker, and one heals? The best attacker needs to be out front attacking the enemy until one of them goes down. That's not to say attackers should be reckless. The more you attack an enemy, the more aggro you're going to draw. That's a problem for an attacker. You need to moderate the attack and have the defense absorb some of the aggro. That's the iron law of combat. Of course, there's no need to tell you that. You managed to best me in combat after all. Hey there. What do you think of this state-of-the-art Ardanian flagship? Pretty nifty, huh? The only downside is that the modern tech makes us mechanics cry. Every time I'm anchored in port, I'm always so busy with repairs. Haven't been home in such a long time. The longer you spend flying around or rest, the more you start to yearn for the taste of home. I tried to make a recipe my mother used to make from memory, but it didn't go too well. Hey, you wouldn't happen to have someone who can cook in your party, would you? If I tell you the recipe, do you think you could cook up some food from my hometown? Chilsane? Excellent. Looking forward to some delicious home-cooked food. I can taste it already.
We never turn a blind eye to people in need.
Okay.
Well, shall we continue?
Your Majesty, about your intention to search for the boy. Be at ease, Aegon. Orest is presently mired in disorder, and it is the work of the Aegis' might. Nothing can right the balance, but the work of another Aegis, alike in power. Pains me to say, but perhaps it is a challenge too great for our nation to face alone. So it's really in the Ardanian national interest if we act together on this. Precisely. Understood. We'll take point on this one. Aegon, to ease the burden on His Majesty a little. Very well. Well then, I suppose we should look widely and make our way out to Seagull Fell. Excellent. Let it be so.
Don't spoil your appetite before I'm done. It's ready.
It was a nice change of pace.
Alright, remind me why we're here again?
Oh, this is wonderful. It looks perfect. Let me have a wee taste. What's this? A mouth-watering melody of meat and fish stewed in a slightly sweet sauce. This is some top-notch cooking. But I can tell you right now that this is not Chilesian cuisine. And I'll tell you for why. It's just too delicious. My mother's home-cooked recipes never tasted as good as this. The smell of the fish was completely overpowering, and the meat was tough as old boots. It's the kind of poor quality you can expect from Ardanian cooking. If only there was someone who could recreate that authentic local flavour. I doubt anyone but a true Ardanian can really prepare something that appeals to our particular tastes. Oh, what I wouldn't give for some real Chilesian kashka. Oh, shit.
Pleasant stroll.
Right. Where?
Allow me to demonstrate my skill.
Let's see. What aroma do I desire?
Shall we get started?
Time to get cooking. I'm kinda excited. It tastes better than it looks. Probably.
Stitch by stitch. And careful now.
What a pleasant stroll.
Right. Where shall we head to next?
So, could you do it? Did you cook some Ardanian food? This food looks so good it could satisfy any appetite. Well, the proof of the pudding is in the tasting, as they say, so excuse me while I tuck in. Huh? Rubbish. This taste. The spices are completely overpowering, so I can't tell what I'm eating. The lentils have been boiled dry and crunchy. Completely disgusting and inedible. The quintessential Ardanian cooking, you might say. Well, I say disgusting, but there's a certain charm to it that you can't capture anywhere else. Yeah, in my hometown there wasn't anyone who could do Ardanian cooking as bad as this except my mother. Hey, why is that young lady looking at me with daggers? Anyway, you have all been so kind to me. When you're in More Ardane, you're welcome to visit my house anytime. I'll treat you to some proper, authentic Ardanian food.
I am honored.
A happy conclusion.
Thanks for bringing me that rubbish food before. Hey, I really mean it. Thanks to you, I managed to cure my homesickness and cheer up. Now my maintenance work is going great. Oh yeah, talking of curing things, how are you managing to heal up during fights? You've got to pay special attention that you don't lose one of your team during the battle. And it's much better if you keep an eye on those team members who are taking the most damage from enemies. If they go down, you might suddenly find that your party suddenly falls to pieces. You know, I gave some Ardanian food to a workmate. He was fine one moment, then on the floor the next. We had some trouble filling our work quota for that day, I can tell you. Get a grip, I beg you. What's the use of worrying before you even set off? No, see, that's the worst part. I thought I'd have the courage by now, but it's just... Is something the matter? You seem troubled. Who are you then? Oh, this is great, KD. Look, we can just ask these people for help. Are we really going to go through all this again? If I could interject, why don't you just tell us what's wrong and then we'll take it from there, hmm? I see. So Nita's only just become a driver. That's right. So I've come to Gormont to explore around, hoping I'd get a bit stronger. And that's why you're asking strangers for their help as soon as we arrive. Makes sense? Is that how little faith you have in me? Hey, that's not fair, you know, I just... Well, how about this? After you head off, we'll follow you at a distance. So we can step in if things get ropey. But if it looks like you're managing on your own strength, we'll leave well alone. Does that sound good? That seems reasonable enough. does. Awesome. Thanks so much, guys. I knew we'd end up stepping into something like this.
Come off it, Mithra. Our meeting here was also the work of fate, after all. Before you go, we should establish a clear goal. We can't keep providing aid forever.
For the time being, let's say we'll head for the Serena Springside. It's meant to be somewhere nearby. Hayes, any ideas? I've heard before it is somewhere on the Titan's back. It shouldn't be far from here. Right on. In that case, we're off. Time to move backward. I mean forward. You know what I mean. I'm sorry, she managed to get you roped into this. Here I go.
In troubled times, we help each other.
My stomach. So empty. Need spicy food.
All right, follow my lead.
Together, we have the strength of a hunt.
Wanna eat white hot eggy curry or a spicy scorpion cookie? These games that quest like this.
A nice change of pace.
All right, remind me.
I know it'll be worth the wait. It's ready. It came together nicely. Just taste it. It came together. It came together. It came together. It came together nicely.
Phew. Man, I thought that was the end for me. Thanks for keeping me alive. You've sure got an appetite. I'm not sure where you put all that. My stomach's never let me down. And also, I love spicy stuff so much that the more I ate, the more pumped I got for this whole drivering deal.
Well, just hearing you mention it makes my insides royal.
Hey, Lita, if you think you can laugh it off, you don't know me very well. Can you even imagine what would have happened if these guys weren't here to help? I'm sorry, K-Day. Lita, I think K-Day is just worried about you. As her driver, you're important to her. Obviously, she wants you to do well, and to be well. K-Day, is that true? Let's head for that big tree next. No answer. If you even think about collapsing again, I'll name this place after you. Lita Oasis has a nice ring to it, don't you think?
Awkward.
Jin, do something.
I think this is beyond us now.
Oh, I see. Then people will remember her failure forever. Naturally. The legend of the bungling greenhorn driver who brought shame on her blade by collapsing from lack of spicy food. Stop it! Don't say stuff like that. I might die of sheer embarrassment. Okay, wait up, K-Day. I'm coming.
Thanks, Mithra. That could have gone a lot worse.
Indeed. Your less than tactful comment might have saved the day.
What?
What now? Hey.
What a pleasant stroll.
Right. Where shall we head to next?
I don't even know what to say to that.
From this close up, it looks even more impressive.
You bet. It's so majestic. It calms me right down, and it reminds me of my father. Is that so? He must be a great man then. He's a builder, my dad. Sure, he's a bit grumpy and stubborn, but he's someone you can rely on. Me, I like to be like that too. I want to get strong and sturdy and stop disappointing K-Day all the time. We're calling this tree the Way Tree. That's a nice name. A bit simple though, no? Wait, my dad's name is Wayton. I see what you did there. It's a name that will not only remind you of him, but also of the way you wish to follow, see? Man, I thought this at the water hole, but K-Day's really good at naming stuff, huh? It's like a superpower. I have to, don't I? Otherwise casual travelers like you would never remember what's there. That's so nice of you. Sorry to put you out, everyone, but would you mind if we went a bit further? Like, maybe the top of that big root?
It's a little far. Are you sure you're up to it? You really needn't push yourself.
Right now I'm feeling capable, and if I get turned around, I'll just look out for this tree. Well, if it's gonna help you grow, I can't see a reason to say no. Sorry, and thank you, Katie. Right then, we're off.
What happened?
Did you get injured somewhere? I did it! I flipping did it! I finally whooped a monster's butt! Alita, please calm down. You said finally. What exactly have you been doing before? Oh, she's been skillfully avoiding them. This is her first official victory. Hey Katie, do I look buff now or what? After beating one monster, just listen to yourself. And even then it looks like the poor guy might have just tripped and fallen onto your weapon. So I'm useless after all then. Alita, take a look at that. Whoa. Is that Lascombe Cove? It's a huge natural harbour, as you remember, and yet looking at it from here it appears tiny. Don't focus so much on your strength, but just look at how far we've come. I'm proud of you for that. Katie, you're so nice. What's that face you're pulling? Seriously? Seriously? All this noise about a simple exploration mission.
Everybody starts somewhere. Thinking back to when we met them, isn't this success enough? I believe Lita may yet grow into a fine driver indeed.
It's not every day that Jin offers praise like that, is it? That pretty much settles it. She'll do great things one day. Everyone, thank you for all your assistance. After we've gone around Gormott, I think we'll find some other place to explore. Then we might meet again somewhere, mightn't we?
Very good. On that day, it may be you helping us out.
Oh, don't make fun of me. I don't think he is. Anyway, I'm looking forward to that day. We'll be cheering you on, you two.
Thank you.
I do only what His Majesty asks of me.
Give me a shout next time something happens.
change of pace.
Alright, remind me why we're here.
When I first met K-Day, I kind of thought it would be a real life changer for me. But nope, everything's still same old, same old. I'm still the same old hopeless crybaby who can't cope under pressure, at least. But you can't just wish for something to get better, can you? You have to make it happen yourself. That kind of really hit home for me. I believe that naming something is one's way of giving meaning to it. I only wish I could name the rush of incredible feelings that have been welling up within me. Not to mention naming all the places and happenings that we come across on our adventures, so that each and every one will stand as a reminder of the time I've spent with Lita. Right.
Well, shall we continue?
We're out at your clubs.
Well, here's the campsite at Seagull Fell. Now about that boy.
Hey, isn't that him? Whoa! Hey, wait, we won't hurt you.
We mean you no harm. Please stay.
You won't hurt me?
I see. You've decided to trust us for now, at least.
We're affiliated with the Ardanian forces. We didn't come to bring you mischief. We know what happened to Torogov and have been acting wholeheartedly to protect the refugees.
You escaped from Torogov too, perhaps?
That's right. Can you tell us your name? It's Callie. Young Callie, do you know Lashcombe Cove? The boat of my countrymen is moored there. I know it. I know the boat too. It's huge. Would you journey with us, young man? We can also offer a hot meal. What's wrong? You don't want to get on the boat? No, it's not that. I've lost Kelly. I mean, my sister. I have to find her. That's important stuff, kid. Why didn't you tell us right away? I tell you what, you run ahead to Lashcombe Cove and wait by the boat. We'll find your sister for you.
Well, I never.
We promise you that, Callie. We'll find her for you. Can I really trust you? Yeah, of course. Any idea where we might find this sister of yours? Actually, she likes watching the big boats at Lashcombe Cove. So maybe she'll be somewhere you can see them all coming and going.
Then perhaps we should begin at a high up place that overlooks the cove.
Okay, I'll wait at the harbour. But please find my sister.
Hey, have you ever noticed all the guff washing up ashore? Machine parts and what have you happens a lot in Gormott and in Torna. I'm an adventurer, by the by. I travel around Aura searching for the stuff. You see, to the untrained eye they just look like scrap, but there's plenty of value inside. To get to it though, you need a tool called a Seeker, designed by top engineers. But I think my Seeker's broken or something. I was planning on using it to pick up lots of parts all over Gormott, but looks like that won't be happening now. I don't just want to wait around twiddling my thumbs here though. Maybe you can go instead of me. Try and collect some machine parts for me. What do you think? I don't mean to be nosy, but You're a tough bunch, right? Drivers, blades. Well, searching in monster-infested places should be right up your street. The look on your faces tells me you're interested. Great, that settles it. So first of all, you'll have to build a Silver Seeker. Once you've got one of those, you'll be able to retrieve the useful parts from the scrap. To make a Silver Seeker, you'll need a Crabble Caprice, which you can get at the Serene side nearby. Once you have a Seeker, you can use it to recover useful parts from the washed up machines you find. Currently I'm after one bat hinge and a scarlet coil. There are plenty of silver machine parts all over Gormott, so I'd like you to look for those. I'll be here waiting for you, don't you worry.
We'd be more than happy to assist.
Ah, so you found them. One bat hinge and a scarlet coil. I knew you'd pull through for me. The machine parts you can get in Gormott are a bit different to the ones in Torna, aren't they? Oh yeah. Hold on to that Seeker. With your skills you'll be able to collect lots more parts than I ever would. You might even be able to recover some gold machine parts too. They'll be more valuable. To recover those parts you'll need a more efficient Seeker. You'd better get to making one. Okay, thank you. You brought me some nice parts.
Thank you.
Good enough for you?
Can I make a gold Seeker? What was Kelly's sister called again? Kelly? Kelly, yeah. So Kelly went to look at the boats all on her own. I guess. Pretty gutsy for a little girl to travel through the wilds of Gormott on her own like that. She's probably got bigger stones than you, Mick. Shut up. I could do it, no problem. Sure you could. You wouldn't do it alone? Obviously, I could do it blindfolded. You don't sound too sure. Well, I'll prove it then. Come on, boys. Play nice. Who will? Sorry. No one started it. Shut it, you.
Time to roll up the old sleeves.
I'm a little nervous, to tell you the truth.
Silver Seeker, Golden Seeker, need bismuth slabs.
Phew! Finished. Phew! Finished. Phew! Finished.
God, I really made that ages ago. Most of this stuff's gonna be in Torna, isn't it?
Success!
Running speed.
Phew! Finished.
Time to roll up the old sleeves. I think it turned out rather well. I think it turned out rather well.
Behold, my masterpiece.
Proves I've got what it takes to work the land.
This is becoming addictive.
What a pleasant stroll.
Right. Where shall we head to next?
Are you still trying to scrounge up machine parts? I think I mentioned before, but there are silver and gold parts lying around. Don't forget you'll need a special seeker device if you want to find gold parts. Something hidden over here. Okay.
Well, shall we continue?
There she is.
Aren't we intrepid?
I know the drill.
Huh? Who are you? Kelly? Yeah, that's me. How do you know? Oh, my brother. You can take me to him. Oh, please.
Why am I walking back?
Nice change of pace.
Alright, remind me why we're here again?
Kelly! Kelly! Oh. Can't thank you enough. Careful you don't lose her again, kid. You should be looking out for your little sister, you know? Yeah, I'll make sure that never happens again.
Mithra actually being level-headed. Never thought I'd see the day.
Hey, Kelly, you left this behind. I've been holding on to it the whole time.
Oh? was gone forever. Nice one, Kelly.
Looks just like Laura's mother's keepsake.
Hey, mind if I take a look at that?
No problem.
How did you come by this? I got it from Auntie Rainey. Rainier. Auntie Rainier. What? My mother? Auntie Rainier had another one, but Callie was always hankering after it. She said it was really precious to her, and she couldn't let it go. So she made me one that looked a bit like it. She said she was sorry she couldn't make it any better. I mean, I don't care about that so much. She made it for me. So it's precious to me, no matter what it looks like. I see. Well, take care of yourselves, you two.
We promise.
Hey, the way you said that just now, it sounded just like Auntie Renea. Yeah, just like her. I don't doubt it.
I'm sure that we could converse for hours, but I'd like to propose a course of action for our new friends here.
For us, you mean?
That's right. Our vessel here will soon return to Moradane. Perhaps you two ought to be aboard when it sets sail. Wise decision. Things are not so unsettled in Moradane.
Moradane, huh? No, I made a promise to our dad. He said he was waiting for us. We can't leave Gormott.
You're right.
Thanks, but I guess we can't come with you. We need to stay behind and wait for Dad at the camp.
Understood. We cannot force you to come. Indeed, if you start moving around now, there's a chance you might miss him.
Of course, we'll leave you with some provisions so you won't get hungry. Yeah, okay. Thank you for everything.
I bring news.
Something tells me it's urgent.
Correct, man. If I may, this information is for His Highness's ears only.
You may approach.
I see. Everyone, may I ask you to reconvene in the boat's strategy room later? Something unforeseen, is it?
Indeed. I'll give you the details presently.
You can rest easy now.
Doing any other things.
Pleasant stroll.
Right. Where shall we head to next?
Hey, do you guys know about the cord chips? I do. They're not just something you carry around like a pretty stone. You can use them on blade weapons too. Then they'll give them more power and sometimes even some special effects. Isn't that cool? Wish I could try using some. All sorts of stuff, like how the more drivers use their weapons, the stronger they get. Some start out with the power of fire or water too. My dad told me that how a driver chooses their weapon is important too. I tried to be a driver, but he couldn't do it. But he said it was enough for him to be me and my sister's dad. Isn't that cool? Sardar's the best.
What a pleasant stroll.
Right. Where shall we head to next?
That's all done. Do a quick check of the camps.
Well, shall we continue?
That was a nice change of pace.
All right, remind me why we're here again?
What a pleasant stroll.
Right. Where shall we head to next?
Quite the voyage.
Right. Where shall we head to next?
Look, Dolala have great confidence in own stamina. Dolala hope to become driver and stand at the very front to soak up enemy attacks. Meh. But thinking carefully, can Dolala beat enemies just by taking damage? Might need friends to attack enemy and to heal Dolala. Dolala, too. Must find some quick. Hey, you guys. I bet you don't know about formations. Oh, no worries. Here comes a lecture direct from a pro adventurer. That's yours truly. Basically, adventuring parties are positions for people at the front and people at the back. Those at the front concentrate on attacking and soaking up enemy attacks. And those at the back are there to lend support to those at the front, but don't get targeted by the enemy. Who knows, maybe one day you'll be able to take out enemies unaided, like a pro adventurer. Like me. By the by, in course of investigation into red polynorms, Mac hear all sorts of rumours about Prince Adam. All good, of course. Say how Prince and friends are wonderful people and so on. Make Mac happy to be acquainted. But for Mac, there's still not enough. His earnest wish that Prince Adam spread love of justice to everyone. It's a matter, of course, that in due time, most, if not all people in Torna and Gormott become fans of Team Adam. Also, if friends garner much attention, make investigating in secret easier. So it like 2 flyers, 1 stone type deal. Fate of everything is riding on shoulders of friends. No pressure from side of Mac or anything. Right.
Well, shall we continue? Well, shall we continue?
There's absolutely no one here. But whatever.
Suddenly, it all looks so different.
Alright, remind me why we're here again?
Always the wrong button. Every single time.
Thank you all for joining me here. I'm afraid I have important news that I need to impart to Adam.
Oh, yes?
It's about the militia.
The who now?
I've been gathering an army in Uriah. People who've lost homes, families. People who'll make a stand against Malos.
Well, according to intelligence we received, they have departed from Uriah now.
What? Why? Malos' whereabouts are still unclear.
It seems that Uriah has conscripted them all. It's now a special regiment of the Urian Self-Defense Forces.
I thought I'd sorted this all out with the Urian King.
At His Majesty's behest, we have ascertained the position of the moving troops. They are heading to Torna as we speak.
We have established communications, so you can send word at any time.
When they get to Torna, tell them to go to a letter. Ugh.
As you say.
Laura. I've never seen Adam like that before. He's gone off somewhere. Is it best to leave him alone, do you think? That's for you to decide. I'll go where you go. Right. No, he might need someone at a time like this. We have to go after him. Master Adam is a kind soul. To even consider making a place for the families and soldiers who have lost their homes and shows great compassion. But I couldn't help noticing that he looked very pained. Two hazes. Adam, did he go out to get some air? You're worried about him, right? You should go talk to him. I sense that His Majesty is not quite himself of late. Cannot blame him, considering the terrible events to which he has borne witness. Though he tries not to show it, I have come to understand the workings of his heart. No matter the age, he must always be prepared, lest some conniving rat stab you in the back. I'm not referring to anyone in particular, you understand. But it's a story you hear all too often. I'd advise you to tread very carefully. At present, it's unclear exactly why the King of Uriah has acted the way he did regarding the resistance. Let's hope it's just a simple misunderstanding. Whoa! Cool ship. Master Adam. We left the resistance there because we trusted the king. Oh, Laura, how can this be happening?
That wasn't like you.
Huh. You think so?
Yes. I thought you always know what to do. You're never lost.
I wish that really were the case. To tell the truth, I'm always worrying. Ever since I became Mithra's driver, anyway.
It didn't seem that way at all.
Power lends one an air of capability. Even more so when it comes to the Aegis. When we first met, we could have burnt you to pieces. Though fortunately, we avoided that thanks to Jin.
Is that why you were away from the militia?
As I am not in full control of Mithra's power. Scores of soldiers could die by my hand. I was frightened. This cataclysm Malos caused, it's likely all because Questa Amalthus was unable to control him. And if that's true, then perhaps I too.
I think she's well aware. Just not so comfortable saying it.
That's your analysis.
Well, I have been with Jin, the paragon of Torna, for 17 years. I can roughly tell how much of their strength the blade is using just by watching them. She's making sure you... No, she's holding herself back to make sure she doesn't go that way. Deep down, she's very kind.
You think? That still means I'm just not man enough.
Don't think that way. You'll get used to it little by little. I was the same.
If only time would slow down and afford me the chance.
Yeah.
We should be able to take a ship headed straight to Altina from here. A letter from here. That's great, but why's it got to be a passenger ship? Can't we travel with the Emperor? What's wrong with making a grand entrance? I'm awfully sorry. Though I may be travelling with Lord Adam, I'm afraid my actions aren't officially sanctioned. His Majesty's ship is a war vessel. It would take considerable negotiation before Tala granted us docking privileges. Beggars. That attitude of yours is what gives us so much trouble. You just don't stop to think about the consequences, do you? Honestly, I give up. Behold the mighty Aegis, wielder of unthinkable power and unparalleled foolishness. Hey, would you get off my case? I didn't even say anything. Knock it off, you two. At the very least, we've got a nice leisure cruise ahead of us, and that's something. I'm excited to meet the Resistance people who all look up to Adam. Well then, if we're all agreed, let's get on with it and talk to the captain, shall we?
check, all done. Neat. Right. You again, eh? It's nice to have regulars. You're going to a letter in Torna this time? You paid enough before, so this trip's on me. Ready to go? Here we go. I'll head for a letter fast as I can.
Suspense is killing me. Aren't we interested?
Something.
I've heard that the deeper the bond between driver and blade, the better they'll do in battle. That's because that bond has an impact on the blade's strength. I've also heard that just being physically close to one another can help foster that bond. I'm not a driver, so I don't know any more than what I've heard. Sounds nice though. Having someone you can communicate with so well, I have to say, I'm envious.
Ahoy! Miss me? Lord Adam.
Lord Adam's finally come back!
Welcome back, Lord Adam.
Wow. Someone's got himself a bit of a fan club.
Maybe that's why he decided to take action. To wield that love for good.
By the way, Adam gave the order to meet in this place specifically, right? What's so special about it?
This land is Adam's domain. Look, that over there is his manor.
Certainly fit for a prince.
It could stand to be bigger. And, you know, not in the middle of nowhere.
Are you completely incapable of saying something without sarcasm?
Sorry, it's just how I am. I don't really think I can help it.
She's right, though. It is quite away from the capital.
He is far too esteemed for his own good. Fourth in line to the throne, but loved by soldiers and citizens.
His relations with High Prince Zeta are quite strained as a result, I hear.
Really? I suppose even princes have problems.
For a place out in the back of Beyond, it doesn't seem all that bad. Look at all this lush scenery. I think I could live here quite comfortably.
Warms my heart to hear you say so. I like it here too. I've been thinking about dabbling in a bit of architecture here someday.
We'd better finish Malice off quickly then, so you can run off and live life as a hermit.
That's the plan.
Will we be staying here a while?
Long enough to gather some intel on Malos. Plus, there are a few things I need to sort out with the Resistance.
That suits me just fine. If you don't mind, I think I'll go for a stroll.
Understood. Thank you all for acting in the interest of His Majesty.
Where are you off to, Hugo? A regiment of ours has been tasked with disarming remnant Korean troops at a nearby archipelago. My presence there has been requested so that I may inspire them.
And inspired they will be. It would take a stone heart not to be touched by your selfless courage.
Goes both ways, Adam. I also wish to express my gratitude for their unceasing efforts. Aegon shall act as my bodyguard. Bridget, I'd like you to remain here as a point of contact. Don't go running off without me once you've discovered Melis's whereabouts now.
What, and face him without His Majesty's prodigious talents? It would be foolhardy in the utmost.
I'm honored you think so. Alright, I will return shortly.
Hold the fort for us, Bridget.
I'll be just fine as long as you take care of His Majesty, Aegon.
Right then, let's see if we can't iron out a few of these problems the Resistance has been having.
Is that something we can help with? Jin and I would be more than happy to help, right Jin?
Of course, if that's what you want. Thanks, both of you. You're a big help. You'll be a big help. The biggest problem we've got right now is a lack of provisions.
What, food provisions?
I'm afraid so. Like you said, this place is cut up from the rest of the world. It's no wonder they're so hard up. I think making sure our army doesn't die of starvation is more important than finding Malos right now, don't you?
Yes, very wise. History has proven many a time that the victors are those who have been fed and rested well.
Just so, we should start by talking to Brogian, as he's the one who divvies up the rations, shall we?
We never turn a blind eye to people in need.
Failing at speaking.
You're coming with me, treasure.
Weapons are kind of annoying.
welcome to the militia camp. Here people from all different countries and social standings live together under one roof. Figuratively, we live in tents. It was all Lord Adam's idea. At first we were separated based on homeland, but that didn't work out very well. There were some rough patches when we adopted Lord Adam's plan, but he helped us resolve our differences. Now we care more about who snores at night than who's from where. I'm sure Lord Adam knew we'd get along like this. I really admire him for being so forward-thinking. Question for you drivers. Do you understand your skills? Each driver have different focus, right? So skills to remember are different for each person. Good thing is, once skill is learnt, it never gets forgotten. No need for dizzy. Doodala to worry about forgetting. After coming up with this new special, and me being a pro adventurer and all. Can't see. After coming up with this new special and me being a pro adventurer and all. Just the band of adventurers I was hoping to meet. Do you fancy performing the Rose in Bloom with me now? Say what? You don't know the Rose in Bloom? Where have you been living? It's a combo made of specials. If you chain specials together, these things called elemental orbs will appear. They're good to use if you know how. But even I get tired doing special moves one after the other, so I've been looking for someone to help me out. You'd be a good fit, but you might end up cramping my style. Sorry, but maybe doing the Rose in Bloom with you can wait till another time.
You're coming with me, treasure.
When we set out on a campaign like this, there's no telling when we'll be able to return to the motherland. So soldiers usually aren't thrilled to be assigned to such missions, but MacNith from my squad, he's a different story. He's usually pure of heart for a soldier, very eager to make himself useful to the Emperor. Though he hasn't demonstrated any exceptional skill, I see promise in him. He's one to keep an eye on, I'd say.
This is becoming addictive.
I'm something of an expert.
We call ourselves the Resistance Army, but we're actually just starting out. Not so much an army as a club, really. We may be small, but we've got all sorts. Urians, Taunans, Gomoti, Ardanians. There's plenty of folks in Uriah who'd readily put us to use as some kind of mercenary strike force. But who's to say that won't strain tensions with Tawna and Moradane? We've worked hard to get this far. As lieutenant, I'm not about to let my troops be used to fight their homelands. We've only got one goal: defeat Malos.
You're coming with me, treasure. Aren't we intrepid?
Ah, Lord Adam. Hello, Bess. All's well, I trust. I have a minor point to report. Here it comes. I have dropped the vault key. What? Oh boy, that is a predicament. Just a predicament? It's a vault. Surely it's got things that one might want to access sometime. Yes, ma'am. It is a storage location for all the Origo family owns, from ancient treasures through to tableware, ma'am. Wait, everything they own is in there? Master Adam, that sounds bad. We have to find it. The key, I mean. Straight away. How kind of you. Are you really that worried about my possessions? I've been poor before, so I know what it feels like to have nothing, and it feels bad. And considering the vault contains priceless artifacts, it would be terrible if some villain were to find the key first. About that. No worries on that count, ma'am. I dropped it in a Grafton Ferris den, somewhere out on Rackham Moor. So no need to worry about anyone picking it up. I may be incompetent, but I'm not that incompetent. No, I think the dropping part proves the incompetence. The rest is just icing. And why were you even there? You can pick medicinal herbs there. They help my gran, so I've got all caught up in picking them and out came the Ferris. Exactly, ma'am. What is the point of you, really? I mean, it's an important thing, the key, so I always carry it with me wherever I go, ma'am. Stop torturing the help, Mithra. We'll get the key, Vez, don't worry. Thank you for your honesty. I'm relieved you weren't hurt. Lord Adam, you're too kind. You heard him, Adam. Too kind for your own good.
Don't you worry. I've got this.
Go grab the key.
This is becoming addictive. This is becoming addictive. Aren't we intrepid?
Now this is what I call a real predicament.
It looks pretty vicious. Did the boy really enter its den? I'm impressed he left alive at all.
Vez was born under a lucky star. The manor is full of anecdotes about things like this. He's a forthright man. He wouldn't lie about this. If he says he went in, I have no reason to disbelieve him.
You seem awfully calm about this. What will you do if we can't get the key back?
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anyway, the thing that matters the most aren't inside the vault.
Oh, really? I know where you're going with that, but I'm sure there are still plenty of things in there that do matter a bit. I'm not letting you lose that. Thank you, Laura. Looks like it's still upset about our friend wandering into its den. We'll have to draw it away somehow. Or defeat it where it stands. Those seem to be the only choices. Well, in that case... I'm afraid more people might get attacked by this beast. We should take it down just in case. Make a good point. Don't overdo it, Laura. Don't worry, I know my limits. Okay then, it's go time.
Uh-oh. I think we've been spotted.
Unfinished wheels in our victory. Yeah, we've got this.
My thanks. Round cutter.
Lady Hero,
Leave it to me. We're doing well.
Water move. Yeah. Legion You're wide open.
Take me over.
No.
How about this? That's mighty fast. We're gaining momentum.
We must. We're wide open.
Stay there. Take this. Michael Jin, charge and ready. Let's move faster.
Zero blade. Ready. Star slash. Dodge stay.
I'm ready. Take this. Charge and ready. Come, I'll give you a hand. How about this? What's next?
Submit. Let me. No blast. Ready to go. On your mark. Laura. Great chase. You're wide open. Zero blade. Taking way. You're wide open.
Come, Winded Feeling. Take this.
Get out. You're wide open. Ready to go. On your mark.
Yes.
Here, let me. Snow blast.
Take this.
I'll
finish it.
Hero blade. Magnificent. Someone else can get out. Strong enough.
Try this on the side.
Star slam. Ready to go. On your mark.
I'm ready. Switch. Take it.
Breaking way. Get out. You're wide open. We're them.
Come, Winded Feeling. Take this. In.
Count it. As you will. Zero blade. Magnificent. Shield snow blast.
Take this.
Chill stroke.
Try this on
I'm
the
ready.
side.
Star slash.
Wait,
Try it my way.
This is becoming addictive.
I've improved measurably.
One short. That's kind of annoying.
Well, shall we continue?
Oh, it's the key. No mistaking it. Try not to drop it in any more deadly dangerous places, okay? Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. About that, Vis. I've been thinking it's high time you took some time off. You don't have to take it that far. Nope, I think it's important, actually. I know that herb you've been picking, Clear Bright Cress, no? It's a remedy for diseases of the blood. That's... you did say you were picking the herbs for your grandmother. Clearbite cress is quite rare. I hear that it's used only to treat the gravest of afflictions. Is that why you went to those lengths? You needn't worry about your duties. Just hurry home and tend to your grandmother. After all, nothing is as valuable as good health and family. Lord Adam, you're too kind. So that's the most valuable thing that's not found in vaults, eh? As long as you're alive, there is hope in all things. What could be more precious than that? As you say, Lord, then I accept your punishment, and thank you for it. Right, so, if you need anything, I can just grab it from the vault, sir. Ah, indeed. Laura, is there anything you need? Huh? We've only come this far thanks to you. Speak and your wish will be granted. You're kind of putting me on the spot here. How about a recipe for some royally delicious meal that's been handed down in your family? Laura, is that the best use of a wish? No, but, I mean, I'm curious, okay? Hunger will get the better of anyone. Well, you heard the lady, Ves. Fetch us a recipe. And whatever else you think we might find useful on our journey, I suppose. Yes, Lord. Straight away, Lord. Here you are, Lord. I picked things out as best I could, Lord. And, your kindness earlier. I'll never forget it, Lord. I'll teach my kids to honor it too, Lord. None in my lineage will ever forget the good turn you did us, Prince Adam. Sir, Lady Laura, ma'am.
You have our gratitude.
A happy conclusion.
Lord Adam has been so kind to me ever since we first met. Like when I was cleaning the roof of the mansion and slipped and fell. Or after I carelessly got that electric shock in the kitchen. He was so worried and nursed me back to health. He got me back on my feet in no time. But they were just little mishaps, not like Lord Adam's serious wounds. It's what got me into medicine, you know. Lord Adam will tell you himself that you can't overdo things. You've only one life to live after all. There's our friends to show up. Roly-poly, just think of new test you want to put friends to. Last time we do break and topple, and then call that good enough. Hopefully friends remember. Well, it's no longer good enough. This time we have launch and smash. Launch will lift enemies off ground, and smash will smash back down. As name implies, great power moves. Sequence of break, topple, launch, and finally smash is ultimate form of driver combo. For this test, Roly-Poly want friends to do whole whammy to any at all enemy, anytime, anywhere, 3 times over. Next job is big, huge, enormous. Gargantuan. Must be able to do driver combo with eyes closed. Oh, and of course, must come to Roly Poly to let know that test is done. Once test is done, or maybe is obvious, well then, Roly Poly wait with hopes held high. Ugh. Tired goddamn thing.
In troubled times, we help each other.
I'm gonna leave that for a while. Hey you lot, have you ever found a secret area? They're not something you can just stumble across, but if you put in the work, they're usually something special. Sometimes they'll be incredible views, other times they might be ancient ruins or historical monuments. Depends. Secret areas are pretty great. I've never seen one myself, always wanted to imagine it. Bet you could dine out on a story like that for a lifetime. Just think how many drinks people buy you to hear it.
The suspense is killing me.
Very nice.
This is becoming addictive. This is becoming addictive.
Hey Adam, how come we're low on food? Aren't you the boss around here? Couldn't you just tax him a little? I'd hate to see you in power. Life is hard here, Mithra. Elita's in the hinterlands of Torna. The population is small compared to the capital. With the resistance forces coming in such large numbers, resources are strained. There's no preparing for it. Can't really force them to provide for us, and anyhow, taking care of ourselves is the right thing to do. Makes sense, I guess, a little. We'll all need to start doing our bit from now on to try and ease the food supply problem. That's right, it's the only way we'll be able to manage. Hey, Master Adam, if there's anything you need me and Mick to do, then just holler and we'll do it. I mean, it's not right for us to just freeload. We want to earn our keep. Thanks, everyone. I think we're going to be just fine. Combo. Aye. It's gonna be such a pain though. Where's the screen for the thing? That's the one. Two pains in my butt. Write us all up on. Right.
Work hard enough, and our efforts won't be in vain.
Grant me the wisdom to lead ever better.
Way too few weapon points. Way too few. This is gonna be a really pain in the butt to do. Really don't want to do the full plumbos. Anyway, check their moves. You are terrible. Yeah, at the very least seem to have a knockdown. I can remember all the bloody things. What's the one with? Hey. The main ones. You a break of launch. Have topple. Question, can I change characters in battle?
All right, follow my lead.
This will require all our concentration.
My
Let's speed
friends,
this up.
put your minds at ease.
I'm sure now we'll fight better.
Yeah, we got this.
Try again. Ready to run elemental attack. I'm impressed. Swirling dragon. Willow the wisp. Now spinning wheel. The wind is around. Ready to run elemental attack. Now is this I'm impressed.
Yes, indeed.
This is gonna be a thing.
All right, follow my lead.
Lady Laura, I am at the ready.
Think again.
You read my mind. Bring the pain. I'll take ready to run elemental attack. Charge.
Got it.
Willow the wisp.
What's the real
Doing well.
Diver combo complete.
I charge and wait.
Got it.
Ray of
My senses are hot.
ready to run elemental attack. Okie dokie. Well done. Willow the wisp.
Jake, ready.
Bring magnified elemental attack.
I'm there.
Okie dokie. I'll give you a hand.
Both off. You answer to me.
Ready it.
Diver combo complete.
Wide open. Leave it to me. Oh, back into the fray. Okie dokie.
I support you. We're there. Watch this. And my movement for go. I hold honestly poised and ready. Let's try it my way. No. Great, Jake. Watch this. Let's try it my way. Rest it. Catch. Ready to go. On your mark. I can take it. I will worry just be done. Can you withstand my don't think you'll get away. You're
Ready.
catch. Open wide.
Willow the wisp.
I will fall back. I won't worry just be next. This all. Rise, Laura. I'm ready and willing. You're always awesome. I stand.
Allow me. Ready to unleash elemental attack.
No mercy for you. I feel you. Follow up.
You read my mind.
My bad.
He pays. Stand up and fight.
I'm there, Edges. Just say the word. Can it touch me? I know.
You cannot escape me. Allow me, your majesty.
Follow up page. My bad. You're wide open.
Your feet, Laura.
Thank you. Whirling dragon.
Catch.
I like the way this is going.
I'm here. Open wide. Our bond makes my power boundless.
Time for one last push.
You have taken too much damage. I'm fine.
Just fine. Hold fast.
It may be time to change our positioning.
Rest in peace. My turn.
Ready to
No What are the others? Superb, Jane. Star Slash. What I say about getting airmen here.
The fuck is it doing?
We'll avenge ourselves next time.
Blade blast of
We can take them on a bit later.
Didn't even give me the blade combo either. Aye. Let's move.
More power for our cause.
Tana.
It is an honor.
Dying with that goodie there, eh? I don't know why I'm sucking so much at this. Oh. This damn quest. I hate the full combos. Really, 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 really do. But anyway, I desperately need to move around really badly. So, gonna end here for now, and back tomorrow morning with Breath of Fire 2, and then again in the afternoon with more of this. Actually, I have no choice but to actually do this thing, do this quest. Ugh.